Hi guys, my name is Himanshu Sharma and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So currently I have only 65 subscribers, but yeah, I'm hoping for more. Keeping this aside, in this video lecture I'll be describing you how to create this. This is basically a simple web portfolio with class morphosis, whatever it's called. Right? It's a simple web portfolio without any animation, right? Except for the hover, of course. So if I press education, these are my education certificates, skills. Some of the skills are going to be used here. Contact me, here is a form. By filling this form, I'll receive an email. This video lecture, you learn how to create this. This is basically a web portfolio, a simple web portfolio with no animation, no JavaScript, only CSS and HTML. Education, certificates, skill, contact me, etc. Right. So this is what we will be creating. So let's go to our folder here. So where first of all, let's come to this PC, C drive and XAMPP and htdocs. This is where I create my projects. I'll be like new, not shortcut, cancel, like new folder. I'll like portfolio, right? Web port, web port. How about that? Right. Inside this, okay, I'll be taking this web portfolio here at my Sublime text. Right. I'll be closing this projects which I'm currently working on. So I'll go here and just bring it down to Sublime text. Okay. So inside this, I'll be like new file. I'll Control S, save it as summary, because first of all we'll create a summary, right? Summary dot html dot html, and I'll inside this, right? And I'll be like new file. Control S, like style dot css. Save it. Right. So I have these two. Now let's get started with the coding. First of all, what you have to do is get the background. Right. We want the background. So to get live updates on how our website is working, what are the changes we are making, I've opened it. So these are the two files. First of all, we need the background, of course. So let's get started. I'll be writing tab, Control S, and the title would be summary about myself, right? Summary Manshu Sharma, right? And inside the body tag, I'll be creating a main tag, right? Main tag. Okay, Control S. Now let me go to my style.css, remove some default margin and padding as usual, right? And now let's go to my main and bring a background of linear gradient, right? Linear gradient means this type of coloring, cyan and then pinkish, right? So to right bottom, sorry, to right bottom means from here to the right bottom. This is how the color will transition. So comma, I'll be like cyan and pink. How does that look? And after defining this, we have to define the height and width as well. So height would be 100 vh, vertical height, and width would be 100%. So let's have a look. How this would be quite different because I don't remember it. I haven't connected my style.css. I'm so sorry. So inside beside this, I'll be like link tab and style.css. Right. So kaboom, and this is what we get. Not expecting this color. You can use another color as well. You can use blue as well, right? This is how blue would look. Nah, cyan is pretty better. So yeah, pink is not coming out, so why not try red, a dark color. Red is also looking good. Let's just have an opacity of 0.8. How does that sound? Yeah, this looks good. Not similar, but yeah, good. Why not? So then we'll have this screen. Of course, I'll name it. See what I'll name it. You can name it anything. Dot. Block. Our block. Tab. Control S. So inside. So we'll have to define the block, of course. Dot block. Give it a height of, I don't know, 500 pixels and width of 800 pixel, right? And of course background white. We are just testing currently. This is good. Just allow for aligning it in the center. We have different methods, but I'll be using display flex, the most easiest of them. There is translate is equals to transform minus 50% minus 50%, but I prefer this. Justify content center, so this will move it to the center, and then align item, align content, not contents, items center. Yeah, tada, this what I was expecting. And after that, border radius of 4 pixels. Boom. Yeah, like a slick pixel, making it good. 7 is good. Yeah, this is good. After that, let's just give a little shake to its background color. Linear gradient again. Let's play with the linear gradient to right top. Right, we'll make something better than this. Of course, I'll give my viewers something better. So I'll give something better than this. Go here and I'll be like RGBA. White is 255, right? 255, 255, 255, comma 0 point. Let's take it to lower to higher, right? 0.7, and give it a 0.5 or 3. 255, 255, 255, 0.4. Not this, sorry. This. How does this look? Right? Does this give a glass feel? I hope it does. Right. After that, we have to create this. This is a little darker screen. This is a dashboard. Right. So we'll create a dashboard, or in coding language, I will say let's create a div which would be named dash. Right. So how to align dash? So I'll like dot dash, and I'll like float. Let it be right, and give it a height of 500 pixels, and give it a width of, not word spacing, sorry, width of 300 pixel, right? And let's have it a background of white. Kaboom. Okay, I did right. I have to do left. Or if I remove this, what will happen? This is good. You can also assign a border to this, or you can say block overflow hidden, because we're gonna do overflow hidden. We don't want a scroll bar. Yeah. So after that, I think the dashboard is little, the width is too much. How about 260? Now it's looking good. So after this, of course, the background should not be white. We'll give it a linear gradient as well. Control C, and not this, Control V. So 0. Give it a 1 to 0.7, I guess. To left bottom, to left bottom, right? Kaboom. Okay, nothing happened. How about 0.3? Why is it not working? I don't know. How about RGB? This is not working. Let's just, okay, I don't know why this is not working. Because of this, the two colors are getting mixed up, so the white is remaining consisting its color. So we'll just give it a RGBA of 255, 255, 255, 0 point, I don't know, 7, but it will still remain as it is. A little lighter, 5, right? So yeah, this is looking good. After that, we need these circles, right, for designing purposes. So I'll go here and just give comments to categorize our CSS. So or like background gradient, right? We have given a background gradient here. And after that, I have designed the block, designed our block, right? After designing the block, I'll be creating circles. So it's always good to organize your CSS, right? So that will be right, creating circles. My circles would not be inside block, would not be inside dash, it would be inside main and outside of these devs. So I'll be like, okay, I have to create dot circle, circles, like circle, and three circles, right? But of course I'll name it 1, I'll name this 2, I have to create 4 circles, sorry, 4. I'll name this 1, I'll name this 2, I'll name this 3, and you get the feel, right? After this, designing the circles is important. So circles, then we'll organize it, don't worry. Circles, or is it circle? Dot circle. Just check it. It's circle. So dot circle and boom. Okay, so we have to give it a height, a width, a linear gradient as well. Background would be given a linear gradient of this only. Control C, Control V, and giving it a height of 200 pixel, width also 200 pixel. To make a block round, the height and width should be same, right? And what is it, width 200%, 200 pixel, and border radius 50%, as usual, 50%, 50%. Okay, 1 2 3 4. How does it look? It looks nice. Let's organize everything. So before getting started, let's see what blocks are what. Okay, this is circle 1, this is circle 2, this is circle 3. Okay, so first of all, let's align circle 1 to here. Okay, so to align circle 1, to move this circle with our preference, I'll have to give main a position of relative and give the circles a position of absolute, right? Then only we'll be able to move these circles freely. So I'll be like dot 1. Is dot 1 work? Does dot 1 work? I don't know. It's not colorizing. But if I give it 1, how's that? 1. Yeah. I'll be like top minus 1 rem and left 0.4 rem. How does that sound? So this is circle 1, right? Is this circle 1? This is circle 1. Okay. top would be minus 3 rem. And left would be minus 3 rem. This is looking good, right? And similarly we'll move circle 2 dot 2. Where is my 2? I'll name it 2 and dot 2. Similarly this, that is bottom, not border radius, sorry, bottom would be minus 3 rem, and left, not left, sorry, right would also be minus 3 rem. Yeah. Overflow should be hidden. Why is not working? The main, I gave it an overflow of hidden. Did I give it an overflow of hidden? No. Okay, overflow hidden. Yeah. And now one circle I have to move it here. Sorry, I have to move it here, and one circle I have to move it here. So dot 3 and dot 4. Let me change the name. 3, 4. So 3 and 4. That control S. After that 3 or 4, right? So I have to move third one over here, right? So third one, I'll give it a top of 3 rem and right of 10 rem. Pretty close. Right should be increased to 20. 20 would be a lot, I think. No, not a lot. 17. This is good, but this should be inside. Okay, not outside. So should I include this after the block? I can include this after the block. Control P, Control G. Yes. Now this does not work like that. So to work like that, I'll give it a Z index. I do not like playing with Z index, but still I'll give it a Z index. Z index initially is 0, so I'll give it 1, and I'll give circles Z index of 0. I have to assign main as well. So let me give this 2. The main would be Z index. Z index main would be 1. This would be 2. And the circle, this would also be 2. Z index 2. And the circle would be 0. No, this would be 3. Sorry, this would be 3. And the circle would be 2. So sorry, so after doing this, I'll create a backdrop filter. Backdrop filter. Yeah, backdrop filter inside the block, right? Because the circles are behind the block. So backdrop filter, blur 6 pixels. It's currently 6 pixels. Okay, if I do 16 pixels, you'll see the difference. 16 pixels, it's completely hidden. I'll not do 16 pixels. 10 is also good. Alright, now we have to move this circle, of course, the circle, fourth circle. So dot 4, have I changed the name? Yes, I've changed the names. S, and after that change the names. Now I have to move this around, something similar to this. Control C and Control V, Control S. Instead of right, I'll write left, and instead of top, I'll write bottom. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we have created. I'll just decrease the left one. give it a 14. Yeah. So after that, we have completed this. Now we have to create, now we have to design the dashboard. Of course, we need our profile picture here, and name and everything in the center only, right? So we want everything in the center only. So I'm gonna go to my dash again, and I'm gonna write display flex, as I want every content at the center. So like display flex, justify content, center. So you'll not see anything, of course, but when we'll add something, you'll definitely see. Control S, and like image src. Let me just get the image. So I've located this, my picture, of course. Now let us just have a look. Of course, the picture is huge. I have to change it. So instead of scrapping this, I'll write it here only. I just have to change height and width. So I'll be like style is equals to height. I don't know, give it 1 rem, 2 rem, or 1.5 rem. And width will be 0.8 rem. How does that sound? Oh, extremely small. 2 rem and 2.5 rem. A little bit more. 4 and 4. A little bit more. 5. Not 5. I'll give it a greater number. 8 and 6. 6. Yeah, it's looking good. Very good. Now after that, after the image, I'll be like, I'll feeling like giving it a heading. Sorry. Right. Himanshu Sharma. Okay. So as I've displayed it block, so I'll just change one more thing, that is display block, not inline block. Yeah. No. Okay. So because we have used display flex, it's aligning itself here, right? I don't want this. So instead of using this, refresh, yeah, that's good. Instead of using this, I'll be like Control S, text align, using text align. How's that? So yeah, this is working quite fine. Now what I needed is, I need a line, right? I'll need a line separating my name and my designation. Should I say designation or current role? Okay, let's see what I should do. S. And one more thing, I don't like the width of the heading, right? So I'll be doing some journal changes, writing sorry, general changes, and boom. I will like h1, giving it a font width of 500. Yeah, that's still looking good. And one more thing, giving everything a font family of sans serif, the world famous sans serif. Yeah, that's good, but I should reduce the width, of course. Font size also, I should reduce the font size to 40 pixel, or is it already 40 pixel? 40 pixel is good. No, it's not. Yeah. Now it's looking good. Now I need a line. Simple line. What about an HR tag? HR tag would be good, but I wanted something more. HR tag is good, but I wanted a line here. So let's create a div as that line, a plain div similar to circle. Let's go down, and this is boring. Line. Okay, so dot line, giving it a color, background color. Should I say background? Giving it a color of cyan, I think. And height would be 1 pixel or 1.5, 1.4 pixel, and width 100%. Yeah, cyan is not a good color. Let me just see what color I used. Not here. Let me just go back to my original portfolio. So a portfolio, and I'll go to style, I'll open with notepad. I need color, so I surely created lines. I don't know what I named the line, of course. Is this it? No. Connect I. Yeah, this is the color, I think. Control C. Control V, Control S, and let me give it a 3 pixel. This is good, right? I think this is good. Himanshu Sharma is still a very large font, so giving it a 26 pixel. Yeah, that's good. So 100% width, of course, and let's go down line. Now of course I need a designation, h2 tag /h2. So I'm currently BTech student. My classes haven't commenced yet, but still currently a BTech student in VIT, that is Vellore Institute of Technology. I'm not promoting my college. So again, let's go to some general changes. h2 tag, similar font width 500. I should be using SCSS, because then inside that I can use something like h2 tag, and yeah, but it's okay. And color grayish. Font size font size of 12, not size of 12, 13, 15. BTech and VIT. That's good. Alright, that's decent. And after that I'll create a content div. After that I'll create a dot content. No, sorry, connect, right, which would have an h1 tag, fortunately, /h1 tag, which will have an h1 tag connect, which will say connect, right? I have to move this div. Can I have a look at this div? Not dash, inside dash. I want to see how this connect div looks. Spelling of connect is wrong, sorry. Connect div, okay. So the height of this div is not defined. The width is of course defined, that is equal to your dash, right? So yeah, let's just move this connect div. It should be black. Let's move this connective. Class is getting pretty boring. So connection links. Yeah. So I'll be like connect. Move this a little. Give it, I don't know, a margin. I don't know. Should I give it a margin? Margin top of 4 rem. This is not working. Dot connect. Sorry. That's good. That's pretty decent. After that, inside this, I'll be defining ul tag, of course. Li tag, a tag. Basically, how I'm defining this, how we define our nav bar, right? Similar to that. So inside this, I need an icon. For icons, we use the world famous font awesome icon. fontawesome.com/icons. Before that, let's get its CDN. I'll be copying the CDN from here. Head fontawesome CDN. Can I copy this? No, I cannot copy this. I cannot copy this. So I'll be like, not here. Open. This is my previous web portfolio. So I'll be copying this. Control C. So I need some icons. So first icon is LinkedIn. LinkedIn. I need LinkedIn Square. Not this one. LinkedIn Square. And Control C. Control V. Control S. And after that, after LinkedIn, let's YouTube. YouTube Play. Yes. Copy this by tag and copying this. Control C, Control V, and replace this with our YouTube Play tag. Copy this again. What am I doing? So Shift Alt down does not work in Sublime Text. It works in VS Code. So I need YouTube Play. After YouTube Play, I need mail. So mail, envelope, yeah. Envelope is good, but sorry, envelope open. No, I need envelope, not that one, because I need to colorize these things. That's why I choose far envelope. Control V and can li a, and after that I need GitHub icon. So just write GitHub. You can skip this part. I know it's a little bit boring. You can always skip. I'm gonna choose GitHub Square. Control C and Control V, Control S. How does it look? Yeah, good. I can say good. Okay, so you have to give it a little shake, right? So dot connect a text decoration none, text decoration none, color, or I should say background color. No, color would be similar to line. Control C, R, Control V, Control S. After that, of course, I have to increase the font size to 18 pixel, 18, or I should say 20, 23. That's good. After that, let's move our UI dot connect. Give it a top margin UI, UL, not UI. Give it a margin top of, I don't know, 1, 2 rem. 2 rem is a lot. 1 rem. After that, dot connect li margin 0 auto 10 pixel, and then auto. So this is it. We have created this dash one. We have created our dashboard. Now we have to move here, right? So after that, we have to move to our main block. We are basically inside block only. We are inside block dash, but the work for dash is complete now. Now we have to, if I write this, Control C, Control V, where is it written? Inspect, and it's here. So of course we have to do some things. Okay, so inside block, give it a little spacing. Inside block, I'll be creating a new div which would be named content, right? So this content does not have any width height currently, but still you can inspect and see what's new. Content, yeah, here. So the content will move it to the right side, to the right side, yes. So defining content, so dot content, no, content, and float, I should say, right, Control S. This would have a height of 500 pixel, and let me see. So the block had a width of 800 pixel. The dash has a width of 260 pixel, right? So 800 minus 260, that is 540. No, sorry. Yeah, 567. 540. Width 540. Let's just inspect and have a look. This is contact. Just have a look how this content looks. This is content. Okay, so after that, I need a header. Right, I'll need a header, or I should say h1 tag. Should I say h1? No, I need a header which will contain the h1 tag and a line, right? So header line underscore line header, only header, right? So inside this I'll have an h1 tag. So we have already generalized our h1 tag. So h1 tag, h1 tag, h1 tag would be summary, right? And we'll give it a line dot line. So line gave it 100% here. So we have to change the height of header, right? Dot, not height, sorry, width of header. Width would be fit content. Does this work? Yeah, this does work. So fit content, after that I'll give it a margin of 1 rem, I think. Yeah, so this is defined. You can just have a look how this looks. Inside this we'll have a header which has a margin. So after header has a margin, right? After header we'll define a nav tag, right? Inside this content, this is where header closes, we'll have a nav, right? Links. So nav, before nav I think I should have an hr tag. I don't know why, but I think I should have an hr tag. How does that sound? And after that, this nav, I'll again have an hr tag, right? These are two hr tags. Of course they'll have some space between them when we'll fill the nav tag. Okay, so ul, close this ul. Okay, then we'll have li again, and a tag, ahref slash a. I think the a should be generalized, right? Have I defined a? Yeah, I have defined a here. Text decoration none. So if I remove this text decoration, I'll go here and generalize our anchor tag a, because we do not need an underline. A default anchor tag has a blue or purplish underline, so we do not require any underline, not text emphasis. Text decoration, text decoration is none. It's not visible. And again we'll have to generalize our ul tag, which will have list style none. If yeah, very good. So ul, we'll copy this. We'll have, I don't know, I don't know how much do we have. 1 2 3 4 5 links. So 1 2 3 4. Like home, sweet home. And after, not home, summary. There's no home, there's summary. And we'll have education, and one more thing, education. After that, skills. Is it skills? After skills, I'll be, no, first it's certifications. Sorry, certifications, and then skills, and then then and then contact me. Should be contact me. Yeah. These are the things. And one more thing which I wanted was generalizing an a dot live, right? A dot active, sorry. I'll just tell you what this is. So let's go back to our this, right? So This is an active anchor tag, right? And it is colorized. When I go to education, education is an active tag because we have opened education. It is colorized. So I'm generalizing an a.active. I'll give it a class, of course. Class is equals to active. Here summary is active, so active and dot active and hmm, giving it a color of what should be the color. I just copied the color. Yeah, control C and control V, control S. So it is colorized, right? And should I do a dot hover? I don't know, because hovering this won't affect anything. So yeah, I can generalize hover. Color, control C and control V, control S on this one. Does this work? This does not work. It's not working currently. I don't know why. We'll have a look. Don't worry. Hmm. So after that, of course, you have to do some changes. This does not look good. Uh, okay, nav. Should I do nav or should I do UL? Nav UL. How does that feel? Okay, nav UL display. I'll do flex and justify context space between. This is good. I like it. This is good. But the summary should have a little spacing. This should have a little spacing. So after nav ul, or I should say only nav should have a margin of top bottom would be 0. This would be about 1 rem or 0.23 rem. How does that sound? That is good. That's elegant, good. And of course I'll have to change the color of this as well. Nav ul lia color would be gray or RGBA 0.65. This is good. And one more thing, control C, control V, slash hover color should be blue. Let me just test this because this was not working earlier. It's working now. So I have to again copy the color. Control C, control V, control S. Giving it a little transition would be better. Transition of 0.3 seconds. This is good. Now we'll need one more div where I'll paste this, of course. So again, I'll create a div which would say paragraph. Create a div. Where should I create this div? So this is nav, this is my HR. After this HR, I'll be like, okay, summary. I want some summary about myself. And I'll be using p tag slash p. Let me just copy some content from my previous file. This is okay. I think I need some margin. 1 rem is not good enough. We just have a margin of 0.1 rem. 1 rem is not defined. This is good. Okay, so after that I need something. I need a content here, so I'll be like defined. I've already defined summary, and after paste the summary, control C, control V, control S, and thrum. Let me just check out the div. How does this look? Huh, this is actually good. So of course we'll give it a margin dot summary. So after this I'll be like, okay, you have, this is similar. The thing which would change is the summary, right, where I'm writing summary. So I'll be like, okay, first I'll be defining my summary, and dot summary. Is the spelling correct? Let me just go back and have a look. Yeah, the spelling is correct. Giving it a margin of 4 rem. hmm, this is looking good, quite decent, very nice. So summary is ready. In the next lecture or in the next video, you'll learn how to create education and certifications, skill, contact me, blah blah blah. Right, this would be simple. Education. So let me just go to education and show you. This is education. I have created education div, and inside the education div I have 3 school div, right, where I have this. And for the certification, same. Skill is similar to the summary, and the main thing is basically contact. So then in the next video I'll show you how to do education, right. I'll not show you how to do certification and skills, that consider it homework, right. And I'll show you how to create this contact, right. I have added opacity here, that's why I could not do hover, right. If you have opacity, then hover would not work, and submit and everything, right. I've connected this with the mail. So you can connect this with the mail with PHP mailer or mail, simple mail. For simple mail, you have to do some changes. I'll show you, but I prefer PHP mailer. So yeah, that's it. Only some things are left here. The background, glass morphosis, I've explained everything. This is actually looking better than this. I have to say, I'm good. So thank you for watching, and wait for the next video.